Alright, first good adventure of the year. I'm at Raccoon Creek State Park. Meeting Mark here. I camped with him last year up here. He should be coming down the trail anytime. He stayed here last night, I think, by himself. So when he gets here, we are going to head out that direction. Although the camp is up that way, we're going to head out that way and do the loop around the big lake, the main lake, and then back up to the camp tonight. I think he had it listed as 12 miles, and then tomorrow we're supposed to come back out around that way, finish the loop, and that's 8 miles. Temperatures right now mid 50s. It's been raining all night. It's supposed to rain most of the day today, but it's supposed to get up to upper 60s, maybe 70, close to 70. And then tonight there's a cold front coming through, where the rain's going to change to snow. It's supposed to get down into the low 30s overnight tonight, with wind chills in the 20s. It's supposed to be pretty windy, so we'll see how my new gear holds up. I did come up here yesterday knowing how cold it was going to be, and I cheated. I stashed a bunch of dry wood in a plastic bag up by the campsites yesterday, and I went around to all the shelters and threw a bunch of wet wood in the shelters to dry out overnight. So I don't know if Mark burned it all tonight, but I hid that bag in the woods, the bag with the dry wood in the woods. Alright, 12:30. We've been at it for 3 hours. Headed back to the west now. My Runtastic, my phone shut off. It came unplugged from the charger, so I don't even know how far I went. Here's the lake. Taking a break at the Vet Dog. Just hiked up this big hill over here. Lake is over there. Yeah, we were way down in that valley. Pretty much on top of the ridge now. And the song of the day is Electric Avenue. Rock down to Electric Avenue, which I believe I'm gonna have to look it up because I think it's Eddie Grant. But I'll have to double check that. Alright. Yeah, that's the song of the day. Another nice little valley. Got this stream here. Don't know why it's colored green. Going down into this one over here. And I'm crossing somewhere. Let's see. What I can do here. This is one of my favorite sections of this park. This pine forest here. Being a pine forest, there's a lot of oak leaves on the ground. And now we're almost at the park office. It's just a downhill after we get through this pine forest, from what I remember. Crossing the road, crossing over Route 18. And then I guess we got about a mile and a half to the Sioux shelters from there. That big tree just destroyed that little tree.
Yeah. I'd like to be here to see one.
Yeah.
As long as you weren't too close.
Alright, inside the hammock. It's about 8:45 at night. It's just been pouring for the last hour, and even my raincoat was soaked through, so I decided to get out of it and come in here. I'm still pretty wet. It's supposed to drop down into the 30s tonight, So let's see. We got over here. Here we did a fire going. It's dying down over there, but I can't see it on there. Yeah, I'm trying to call tonight. I'm not really too tired. I'm gonna fall asleep though. There's a bunch of car campers about 100 yards behind us, and there's some other people. I don't even know how many people's over in the shelters over there. Way more people than I expected with this weather, especially being the end of March. Yeah, I guess tomorrow. I was gonna go over all the new gear I have, but I guess I'll do that tomorrow. You can see like the top quilt, ridgeline organizer up here, but you can't see. But yeah, I gotta try to fall asleep, and hopefully it won't get too cold. All right, Raccoon Park in the morning. I got one thermometer says 25 degrees, the other one says 33. It snowed a bit last night. New gear this year is the Everclear bag. I have a new bag. Let's see. New backpack. Z-Packs all call. Over here, well, I got Sawyer Micro water filter in my pocket. Kept that in there to keep it from freezing. The new underquilt, top quilt, which I was showing last night from inside. Ridgeline organizer. Still got to work on that a little bit to keep it from doing that. And I definitely got to fix this tarp setup. I got to come up with a new idea. I don't trust this taut line Hicks knot that I'm using over here anymore. Oh yeah, new gear. Got the new Ultras, Superior 4s. I got Dirty Gold Gators for them. I got these waterproof mitts to go over top of my sock line, go over my liner gloves. And I got because these are non-waterproof shoes, I got a pair of sealskin socks. I got a thick pair that I'm wearing now, and I got a thin pair that I wore last night, and they kept me pretty warm. There's Himmet gear. The underquilt is rated to 30 degrees. The top quilt is rated to 40 degrees, and I stayed pretty good most of the night. But yeah, this water pooled on top of here last night. Even some snow, some ice right here. It pooled on top of here because I left it in porch mode all night, and it just kept pouring off because it rained all night long, and then it turned to snow. So packing up here. I don't know if I'm gonna have breakfast or not. But here we go, starting to take the tarp down, and you can see the ice crystals formed on it, both sides. I forget what time it is. It's like, I don't know, maybe 8 o'clock. My phone battery died last night, and I put it inside a wool sock, and it couldn't take the cold, so it's charging right now. All that rain last night. Not sure if this is Little Traverse Creek or Big Traverse Creek. They meet up together down at the park office, I think. Okay, back to the car, letting the car warm up. It's 34 degrees outside. My phone is still, after being attached to the charger from the campgrounds, is still not charged up. We actually cut things short. Here's what we did. We are right here at the parking lot, park office. We came up here, got on Heritage Trail. This was all yesterday. Did Heritage Trail around on the Forest Trail. I believe this this pathway is now open. It's been closed for years. The bridge was out. We did the road hike because we weren't sure. Came over here, took a break at the boat launch, finished Forest Trail, crossed over the road, crossed over 18 up to Sioux Campgrounds. It was about 10 and a half miles or something. The original plan was to day 2 would come back out, continue around Forest Appaloosa, finish the whole outside loop. Mark said that's about 8 miles. We opted out this morning. We just came back to the car, down from here at the campground back to the car. Good thing, because it's just everything is just wet. There's wet leaves on top of the mud, and that's the easy trails. These are all horse trails over here, so they're going to be all torn up. We'd be just killing ourselves on it. So I think we did the best option to come back to the car. That's about a mile and a half from what I remember from last year doing it. Finally got my battery charged up on my phone, and I just realized how muddy I am, and that's really most of that is from yesterday before it was really even muddy out. So here is stats. 10.87 miles. This just yesterday. 10.87 in 7 hours and 18 minutes. That's completely wrong, because I don't know if I stopped. I can't remember if I stopped the app when we took a break for lunch, and I definitely forgot to stop it when we got to camp. I didn't stop it until after I got everything, all my stuff set up. 4,300 calories. Average pace 40 minutes per mile, which is completely wrong, and 1.5 miles an hour is not correct either. Although Mark said that he doesn't like to go real fast anyways. So max speed 8.9 miles an hour. Elevation 1,600 feet in gain and 1,200 feet in loss. And then the map itself, again, this is just from yesterday. I believe today, if I'm not mistaken, the hike back to the car should be about 1.5 miles, and I think we did that in about 20 minutes today. It was very muddy today. So yeah, we started there at the green dot yesterday, hiked all the way around. I believe that straightish type of line is the road section, and then all through these ravines, zigzag through across the road up to the campsite. So that's yesterday. I almost forgot. So far in March, I've done 56. It says 56.4 miles, but there's other stuff that's not on here. I didn't record that 1.5 miles today or whatever. But there was only one hike in February. It was only 6.25. January, I was almost 30 miles. So I'm over 90 miles for the year. So I'm well on pace to do another 400 miles this year or whatever. But I do got some really long ones planned. So we'll see what happens.